It's the Gracie Jane Show. Yeah, I got my own show. Is daughter giving? Is daughter giving right now?
Daughter is giving.
Is daughter giving?
Daughter is giving.
Is daughter giving?
Clipping bitches. Mother! Daughter arrived.
Am I giving?
She's fucking doing what she needs to do.
Am I giving? Am I giving what it needs to
Bitches
give?
go like this, clipping bitches. We're clipping bitches.
We're clipping bitches. We're clipping bitches.
From the house of Ebony Lane.
Wait, what'd she say? 5, 6, 7, 8,
The 5, 6, 7, 8. You want to know what's funny about that?
What? Here.
The way that came to be. So
Wait,
I used to.
We get into 5, 6, 7, 8 set because she is so 5, 6, 7, 8 set.
So these are all isms that we've been like coming up with over time. I'm so excited to see my mother's boom.
Girl, she's everything. So Miss Ebony Lane, let's put some respect on Miss Ebony's name.
The original doll.
The original doll.
So I used to manage Macy's Fox Hills, and my mother used to work inside the mall at a kiosk. So every time I would go to a break, I was like, I'm gonna go to Trader Joe's, and she was like, daughter, what is this Trader Joe's set? And I was like, mother, I just, I do a little 1, 2, 3, a little kickball change, I grab what I need, and I come back, and she was like, a 5, 6, 7, 8. And from there, it was just like a do-si-do, a 5, 6, 7, 8, a kickball change, it's a clipping bitch. Oh my God.
5, 6, 7, 8.
And just to see everyone now like on this journey with her, it's a 5, 6, 7, 8 clippy bitches. 5, 6, 7, 8 set. Am I giving?
Is mother giving? Is mother giving?
Mother gay.
She is mother to us all now.
She is. So, she's the overall mother.
She needs to come on the show, I think.
I need you to have her.
I would love to have her.
I need you to have Ebony Lane on this show.
It's happening ASAP because I gotta tell you, I'm a huge fan of her, but I want to just talk about you for a minute. Okay, so Carlisha Gizelle.
Yes.
I first saw you on Twitter, and I was like, first thing I noticed was your tattoos. Mm-hmm. I love your tattoos.
She's a tattoo doll.
Same. I think you have such cool taste in tattoos. I have the same girl on my face.
I saw that.
Yeah.
As soon as I was like, that's my sister.
Yes, you totally get it. And no, it's refreshing to see someone beautiful, tatted. Like you seem like you have a really good head on your shoulders. Your content is amazing, and I'm so glad that you're here because I've always wanted to get to know you since I started following you.
It's a brand. It's all about branding and just really making it super polished.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I wouldn't know anything about the polished part, but
I feel like you do know about polishing.
No, I do. I'm learning to be less
shine
polished.
Polish.
Well, you know what's so ironic? You polish it for these men all day. You know what I mean? You polish the content.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I want to see the Snapchat video. Like, they don't care. It's so annoying.
Honey, the content's in one space.
Yeah.
Go to where the content's at. You're not going to make me jump from app to app to app to entertain you.
Definitely.
If you run the coin, it can go directly to your phone.
Yes.
Look at God.
And it will.
Clipping
to many
bitches.
phones.
Yeah.
That's a 5, 6, 7, 8
5, 6, 7, 8 set.
No, I'm so obsessed. So does she work at the... Okay, no, I have to say this for that episode because...
No, she's been working at the Sloss and Swap Meet, and just that's what I freaking love. She is an icon in like southern LA.
Yes.
She's been walking down like Crenshaw Boulevard. She's working Crenshaw Mall, Fox Hills Mall. She's in Sloss and Swap Meet now. And literally anywhere we go on that side of town, so much respect. She's been doing girls like brows since they were 14. Those women are 44 now. It is insane.
Wow. Yeah, she seems like a legend around here. I'm surprised I haven't seen her. So, is she ballroom girl?
She is.
Are you a ballroom girl?
I was.
Okay, tell me about that.
I'm a 007 now.
Well, what's that mean?
That means I don't have a house. I'm still a part of the culture. I kind of pop in when I want to shake it up. But for the most part, at my age, like I did my ballroom. I had my fun.
Okay.
I really enjoy going to like support. I enjoy just all the rah-rah, the community.
What was your category?
I was a sex siren.
Oh, how did I know?
Yeah, I was selling sex.
Love it.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to walk in a ball. I've been invited.
I think you should go because, I remember on one of your episodes you were talking about how you wanted to start incorporating voguing into your performances.
Yeah.
And I know that there are so many people in ballroom in Los Angeles that would support you in that and really teach you the culture and really elevate what you're trying to do on stage.
You know,
I think
honestly,
it'd be genius.
I have been like scared.
Why?
I think it's like, I just think like so highly of I feel the same way about drag.
I appreciate
I
that.
think really highly of drag, ballroom, all of it. I think that it's like, it's really like, that's our sports. That's that's really our shit. And for some reason, I have no fear about going out into the real world, like YouTube, podcast world, and putting myself out there. But it's like to my own community, I'm like, oh my God, I just want to do so well, which I think would drive me to do well. Like,
well,
really.
I think that's the perfect mindset to have, especially when going into a place like that that's so rich in culture, that has so much history. If you're going in there to respect it, to uplift it, and to learn it,
yeah.
I mean, that's what it's for. Literally, ballroom was created because we weren't able to be in spaces, so we created our own space, and that culture just keeps building and growing, and now we're like, ballroom's everywhere now, and it's just this boom. And starting it in the 90s and seeing where it is today, we have shows, legendary.
Yeah. See, I'm the type of person I would really want to just go so hard. I'd want to really honor it and put so much into it. Like, I'm gonna wait until I'm really ready.
Girl, just go. There's so many balls here in Los Angeles. Girl, just go.
All right.
The moment you walk in trust me. And you know, you had someone on here who was a house of Marc Jacobs.
Luna Love Bad.
Luna.
Yeah, she's an old friend.
Okay, I used to be overall mother Marc Jacobs.
Oh, wow.
So even when she got into it, it's like you could be timid, but when we see you have it factor, just come in with the confidence and shake it up.
You know what? You're convincing me. I'm gonna have to
go in with the confidence and shake it up. And I really believe that overall father Marc Jacobs would actually live for you. Jamari, if you're watching this, right here, BB. Meow.
I'm just a young ingenue, yet to walk. Just brand new. No cell, no surge.
Honey, I'm all natural.
No, yeah, of course.
This is my hair.
Right.
See, it's from the root.
Do you feel like, this is a controversial question. Do you feel?
Let's go.
Are you 100% honest about like the surgeries you've had? Like,
of course.
I'm the same way. I was talking to my boyfriend about this. I kind of feel like it's weird not to be, especially to other girls, because what if they think, like, what if they really can't comprehend that a girl has had surgery and they feel bad about themselves because they haven't had 2 rounds of FFS like some of us, you know what I'm saying?
Honey, I'm past selling the fantasy, because the reality is we are the fantasy.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I don't have to to get here. We're Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Period.
You know,
Transformers.
We're more than meets the eye. Yeah, God, this soda pop.
Cheers, mama.
Is delish.
Yes. These are from the Madonna Inn.
Are they really?
Yeah. So I want tell the dolls.
Okay.
Where you're from.
Okay.
Your story.
Okay.
I would love for everyone to kind of know your
It's such a story, though, girl. So I'm going to try and condense it the best that I can, because Mama's also a talker. So first and foremost, I'm a 43-year-old doll. This year I turned 44. I'm on my Kardashian journey. So what's interesting about my life is I've lived as a gay boy, I've lived as a trans woman, and I've also have a chapter of being a non-binary.
A he, she, we, they, them.
So I look at the world very interesting, because in each chapter, I really paid attention to how I was treated and who treated me and why they treated me the way they treated me. Although and however.
That's the secret knowledge.
Whoa, that's why literally I let people show me who they are, and then I navigate accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, so long story short, I am a California native born in San Luis Obispo at General Hospital. Sidebar, when I was a kid and the General Hospital soap opera would come on, I thought that was the hospital I was born in, because the hospital in San Luis is called General Hospital.
Oh my God, really?
So I always would wonder, like, what part did they film this in? Just ding back.
I love it. So you play a bimbo, right?
I told you I'm blonde from the root, and this is my hair. Okay, so born in San Luis Obispo. I left San Luis when I was 13 because my father just wasn't feeling it. So I went to move with my mother in Sacramento.
Okay.
From
Sacktown.
Yeah, absolutely. So in Sacramento, it's kind of when I found my way. Just like learning just what it was to be queer. That's when I came into ballroom. Shout out Mother Lovely.
Mother Lovely.
And it, like, at first my life was really insane in Sacramento. Like, I was kind of crashing and burning. I was living on this, not living on the streets, but just kind of street life, hanging outside of the club, hanging out with the trannies, the drag queens, you know, the gays. Do you love the gays? And that was when I was in my, like, non-binary stage. I was doing drag. I was just trying to find my way.
She was crossing over.
I was just figuring it out, honey.
Yeah.
You know, whatever happened every morning, we just threw a little glitter on and called it a day.
And the girls love to forget about that phase, but we all have it.
Oh, honey, that's the best phase.
Girl, you're figuring it out.
But what I noticed was every time I would get up in drag, the next few days kept lasting longer and longer in drag. It was like I'd put it on and I didn't want to take it off. I was like, let's go to the grocery store. Let's go to the mall. Let's walk around in the hood.
She was going from part-time to full-time.
But I also
She wanted a promotion.
Honey, she wanted elevation, and she got it. No shade. So what happened was, I did pay attention to how I was treated. In high school, I was treated poorly. Just on the streets, I've had mustard thrown at me. I've been attacked several times from the back. Like,
I'm sorry to hear that.
In San Luis, they hated me. In Sacramento, I just got tired of fighting. And then I got married at 18. And the guy that married me just made it very clear that he liked boys. And it was like, leave the femininity at the door. And I chose to.
Hey, I understand you married the guy, so I'm sure your feelings were really deep. What do you say to the dolls who are 18 and they want to get married?
I say figure yourself out. It's such a journey, and getting married at that age, it sounded great, and so much was offered to me, but quietly I was going through so much trauma with him. He was very physical, and a lot of insanity would happen. But the unhealthy pattern that was developed was every time he would put his hands on me, I would get a new gift. So like the first time he beat me up, I got a new car. The second time he beat me up, we got a condo. The third time he beat me up, we got a bigger condo. It was like, and then when I
You're
finally,
like, damn, you got to kill me for us to live somewhere
oh
nice.
my God. And then the time I finally fought back,
Sorry,
he took the
it's not
car
funny,
away.
but
No,
we have to laugh
we
now.
have to make light of
Yeah,
it, because it's like we are survivors.
Yeah.
Like, we've made it, and our stories are so unique. And when I was with him is when I started with MAC Cosmetics at 18 or 19. And even there, that's when I was still a feminine gay boy, but being with MAC, I learned that the girl, like cisgendered women, they like their gays, but they like them kind of masculine because they want to pretend that they're their boyfriends.
Yeah.
So I kept leaning more and more into, girl, I would be doing makeup and like putting my genitalia on the girl's knees just to make sure I'd make that sell, honey. And
she was gonna
a
make
top
that dollar,
seller.
honey.
She was a top seller. She was getting promoted. So from being in Sacramento, getting promoted, me and my ex-husband, we separated. Then I got promoted to MAC Pro San Francisco. So I was a part of the pro team. I did all these like fashion shows and was teaching courses and classes and doing one-on-ones with people that were purchasing product. And I was in San Francisco for about 2 years. And like, the culture back then in San Francisco, this is like
give me your time frame.
Okay, so I was 23. That was like 2000, like I want to say like 2007,
right?
2006, kind of a thing.
Y2K.
Like oh my God,
you were really there.
Like, it was when Botox first hit, and the Olsen twins were still like cute and youthful and skinny, and it was just a vibe. And then just with all the opportunities that Matt gave me in San Francisco, I then decided to see what I could do in the Los Angeles market. And then I ended up in LA. And mind you, this entire time I'm a gay boy. But as I'm like progressing, the crazy thing is I just kept getting more and more masculine. Now, mind you, when I first met this man, I was like a they, them, right? Now I'm just like trying to navigate the world, and I'm learning that the world allows you to move in your queerness as long as you like fit within these binaries and it's comfortable. So I just kept becoming more and more masculine, more and more masculine. So by the time I got to LA, and we used to have a MAC inside of the Beverly Center. So I was at this legendary space. I was helping all these, honey, I've helped Linda Evangelista. I've worked with Linda Evangelista. I've worked with Shirley Manson. I've worked with Liza Minnelli. I've worked with Diana Ross. I've worked with Latoya Jackson. So like my resume, she's cute. She's cute. So like,
who was your
really
favorite
open
to work with?
Huh?
Who was your favorite to work with? I'm sorry.
Honestly, Keisha Cole.
Oh, I'm a huge fan.
One of my favorite things about Keisha, she is such a Bay Area babe, that when she would come into the store, everyone would be like, okay, my dead name is Carlin. Okay. So they'd be like, Carlin, go help her, because she would be so rude. And I'd be like, she's not rude. She'd be like, can I get my makeup done, please? And my boy was her makeup artist, so he would send her in and be like, go to Carlin.
I see.
So I'd be like, I got you, babe. And she'd be like, do my like, she was just so stank. But that's a Bay Area baddie. Well,
she's heartbroken. I mean, her music, I would be stank too. I could tell she's heartbroken. She's been
that's
through
just
it.
The narrative. That's just, we're
course.
surviving,
I love Keisha's music.
She was just one of my favorite people to work on. I was able to go see her in concert, be behind the scenes with her. I was able to spend time with her mom and her sisters and whatnot. It was an iconic time. But that was at that chapter. It was an iconic time.
This is giving me my last episode, or a couple episodes ago for y'all. Star was saying the
Love Star.
Yeah, Star Marasu, we love you.
I feel like I need a Pandemia on my phone. Like, yes. I need to be able to talk to Pandemia.
But she was saying it's the pioneering spirit of women. All throughout that, you are obviously a feminine creature.
Yeah.
You were doing what you had to do. You were like assimilating, doing what you were pioneering, honey.
The aha moment for me, because like within Mac, once I got into the LA market, like, Mama knows her business. So I was really able to leverage all my strengths in the way I could grow a location and build numbers. Like, I've been a part of industry events where we had like $100 million weekend, and honey, we made those goals.
Right.
We turned those numbers. We were at the Grove. We were doing our biggest ones in marketing, advertising, engagement. Boom, she's got it. I finally got like my own location at Avenue of the Stars, and this was like my baby. We were growing this location. I was so excited. And I just want to say this. I was like 185 pounds of solid muscle, bald head, just these pecs that were like every time I would go to the Abbey, MJ's, when the Rage was still there, like she would turn heads. But what was so weird for me when trying to connect with men, it was always like, they'd be like, they would think I was just like a typical gay boy, but in my head I was like, okay, I'm the girl, you're the boy. But it's always been like that for me. Yeah. It's always been, I'm the girl, you're the boy. And they try to like, no, we are men, we're gay. Yeah. So I was like, no, okay, we need to figure this out. I remember my life like boomed. I finally got my own condo in Inglewood, and I just came home from work. It was like my life had taken this turn where everything was, I was so comfortable, and I played all my cards right. And I just remembered looking in the mirror, and I just broke because I didn't recognize him. Mm-hmm. I was like, this man I've created to protect me, to take me on this journey, to get me where I needed to be so I could like find stability. Like I come from a very broken background from my childhood piece, and I was like, I don't even know who this person is. And what scared me is if I acknowledge what I honestly knew, what was going to happen. And in that moment, it was when I told myself, you're going to lose a lot of people, but you're going to gain yourself.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm okay with that. So it was so funny. So the next day, like, I talked to a few people about it, and like, that's when ballroom community out here was like, we're going to get you to your pills, your doctors, we're going to get you set up. So boom. I go to work, we're getting ready to have like a, like our meeting that we did it every Monday. It was for the region, and my big boss was in my location, and she goes, you seem off today, what's going on? And everyone always looked at me as like this really hot, like the man in the room.
Yeah.
And she was like, what's going on, what's wrong with you? I was like, I just got a lot going on, girl. She was like, what's going on? I was like, Mama, I gotta tell you something. The first thing out of her mouth, you got someone pregnant. And I was like, on the contrary.
You're like, actually, I'm the pregnant one.
I was like,
with myself.
I said, I'm trans, and I'm about to start my transition. And then she just looked at me and she goes, is that it? And I go, yeah. And she goes, honey, our spokesperson has been RuPaul. We're a very queer establishment, all ages, all races, all gender. You're fine. As long as you make sure you're making your quota and this location is continually like growing, you're good.
Yeah.
they gave me the opportunity to transition on the job. So even in transitioning,
I
transitioned on shout out to MAC Cosmetics.
I've never actually been the MAC girl. Don't be mad. I don't know something. I miss MAC. Mm-hmm. Chase Icon, she's a MAC girl. She loves MAC.
Yeah.
But I'm so happy that you had that experience because I used to do hair.
I know, yes.
And when I started my transition, I had to stop because I felt like I don't want my clients, these like people who professionally, to see this journey. I just felt I didn't feel embraced. So I'm really happy that you had that experience.
Well, on the contrary, because once I started transitioning, I lost my location. I had to step down. They put me at Hollywood and Highland, and I just became like a floor supervisor. But then the shift in the culture happened. So I've always been really good at my craft, and I knew how to keep my hand on the pulse of what was going on. And I think it was like in 2016 when the culture really started shifting, where we were talking about it and just being queer and our liberties in a completely different way. And MAC teamed up with director Silas. He's this big trans man director, and they wanted to create a project called More Than Tea. And they wanted to have, it was 6 or 5 trans or non-gender conforming voices showing that they're more than their gender and what they're like in their field. So we had a pastor, we had someone in politics, we had someone who was in safe sex advocacy, and then I auditioned for it and I got it, and I ended up being the MAC artist. So once that happened, then MAC completely skyrocketed my journey, and that's when I started doing campaigns for them. I started doing their townhouses. I literally ran Pride for 3 years for them.
Wow.
It was a very, sometimes I just look back at my life. It's been crazy.
You had a huge career in makeup.
I did.
That's really hard to do.
But then the humdinger is when the pandemic hit, everything changed.
God, I can't even imagine for the makeup artists and the hair people. Oh my
we were no longer allowed to touch people. We were selling, all of it changed, and it was real quick. I had to figure it out, and that's how I ended up doing the Fans of Only.
Yeah.
And initially it was just going to be survival work. But then, because of everything that I learned from MAC, I applied it, and I said I just have a new product, and if I'm going to be doing, survival adult work, I'm going to make it the best that I can make it. That's what I told you. I was I studied the market, I figured out which category I would win in, and honey, she's just been doing her little thing.
That's really what you did the right thing, because I can't tell you how many girls so young, too young to be making these types of decisions, unprepared for all of it, unrealistic expectations.
I have thoughts.
I
have thoughts about all of that. I am so here for our youth being nurtured. I am so here for everyone allowing people to evolve into themselves. But I'm just because it's not them I'm concerned with the way the world treats them.
Oh, yeah.
And how it puts a bullseye on people's backs, especially our children.
Dude.
So it's I want our kids to thrive, but unfortunately the world doesn't want them. So when I see a young queer kid, it's I want you guys to be free, but I also know
I know a thing or two.
This world is a hateful place.
Yeah.
And I just worry about once a little young queer boy starts wearing the crop tops and starts getting super feminine, there are predators out there.
Mm-hmm.
And that are paying attention to how your family's not dealing with you. And now all of a sudden you're this lone wolf. And I just remember at 15, all these grown men telling me how mature I was. And, it was so interesting. As I was being told how mature I was, by the end of the conversation, I was always, I ended up giving them fellatio.
Yeah,
it was
interesting.
Huh?
It
it's such a humdinger.
Wow.
Funny how that works.
It's almost like they were telling you what you wanted to hear.
Wow.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think that we need to be talking to the younger dolls and just boys, everyone, about just life and the real things about it.
Being safe out there, because it's vicious.
Yeah, and especially if you decide to go down the path of adult work for whatever reason, we never judge ever, but I know how it is. I've been around long enough, and I thought I knew everything once too.
Yes.
And I learned.
It's so fascinating. At 43 years, I just think about how much I thought I knew
Also,
in my 20s.
you know what? Let me give it up to you. 43 years old, trans, beautiful, absolutely. The world ahead of you is
Honey,
like...
I am the trans
Yes.
MILF, and I am owning that category. I just want everyone, I am owning the trans MILF category. It was so funny. So, you know, sometimes people in the industry want to make you feel like you're about to age out. You're like, you're spoiled milk. It's never going to work. But again, I studied the adult industry before I got into it. And what I learned was there's levels to this shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then, like, once you get into a certain category, just maximize it. As you see, I love them.
Yes.
And they're all...
That's a controversial company within the...
Oh, my God. I'm a controversial doll.
I mean, I personally, I understand the controversy from as much as I can, but I think that when you're selling your product, like what it's selling, you have to acknowledge the fetishes that are happening. Like,
we are a fetish.
Yeah, to a lot of people, and that doesn't mean that we have to deal with that in our real lives. But if you expect your fans through the screen not to see you that way, you need to lower your expectations of them, you know?
Honey, what it is I'm in survival mode,
yeah.
Right? I had to find a category that worked for me, and as an Afro-biracial woman, what's interesting is, like, I could either be like a Cardi B in this field, or I decided to, like, lean into more of, like, the bimbo side of it, and, you know,
yeah,
I do what I do. I do what I do with my talent, and I frame it through the framework, and it works for me.
I think it's beautiful. You know what I always say? You can trust the bimbos. The bimbos, I've always found, like, they're usually the realest ones, because, you know, when you bimbify yourself, people really do judge. They treat you differently. Like,
they do.
The world treats the pretty bimbo
the
sometimes.
First time I turned blonde, I was so overwhelmed.
Oh my God,
like,
the attention.
It is so, I was like, oh, and I was like a honey blonde, because I was in my Beyonce era where it was like a honey blonde situation, Mac Hollywood and Highland. I transitioned from brunette to, you know, the blonde, and just like walking around the mall, I was like, so all of a sudden now I'm hot because my hair is blonde. You guys are like going nuts for me. And it just kept getting blonder.
The blonde.
Blonder.
I feel like it's working.
I need all the attention.
I had the blonde phase. I did it for like my whole 20s. Yes.
You're a bad bitch.
I love having blonde hair. It just destroyed my hair.
Yeah.
It destroyed it. I had to go and get on the path to recovery when it comes to this hair, because, girl, it was
I'm not gonna lie. I like you as a well, first of all, we're gonna acknowledge at any hair color, you're fucking flawless and gorgeous, and we love you to death.
Thank you.
Say it now. We put it in the chat. Say we love her to death. Okay. I love you as like a redhead. It just does something for me. Season 1,
like the mid. Okay.
You had like this strawberry.
It was
like coppery brown. Oh my God! It made your eyes pop. The complexion was turning. Like all of it. I was so like, this is who she. But then when you came in your Christina like stripped era, and you're like giving the dark hair, you're also turning it. Just my thoughts.
I have fun with it. I feel like hair color is fun to change around, and
you know what's funny? My fans are nutty about it. I like literally every year I ask them, like, I'll throw up pictures of me with different hair colors and I'll make them vote. I've had like a major drop in fan count when I change my hair color, because they're like, you look common. Oh. It is so bizarre, but I own the bimbo. I'm selling the bimbo.
Well, you could never look common. So I want to know, do you have any makeup tips? Because like you have this amazing career in makeup. Like I'm always trying to absorb more makeup information. Like, do you have any makeup tips?
Yeah,
out of curiosity.
Do. So the most important part of makeup is skincare. One thing I've learned in this industry is the American market is fascinating because we're all about covering up. And when you step outside of the American market, so like in the American market, when you look in the consumer's like medicine cabinet, you'll see like all the primers, the foundations, the highlighters, the contours, the glitters, the like all of the things. But when you start going to like Europe, Asia, you'll notice it's like all skincare and like a red lipstick. So when you marry that together to make the most beautiful like foundation, you really want to make sure that the skin is pristine. So that's going to be like a skincare regimen that you have to be consistent with, and you'll start noticing you're going to be wearing less and less like base. So now you're really selling the skin. Then you could play with the eyes a little bit more. Then you don't really have to do too much on the eyes because it's just this whole like marriage of fabulosity.
Yeah.
And just the more
so
you
focus on skin.
Honey.
What do you use for your skincare?
Everything.
Okay.
So
you're like a 6-step girl.
Honey, all of it.
Okay, what do you say to the girl who can't? Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. I love myself, but I'm not gonna do a 6-step routine.
Okay.
What do you say to the girl who needs a quick routine? Because that's me.
Yeah. I say it starts in the shower. So get like a really good, well, depending on your skin type, you want to find a really good like cleanser. And I'm all about a double cleanse. So traditionally I like to do like an oil cleanser when I first get in the shower. And then I do like more my deeper cleanser, which is like a little more soapy. But then once I get out, you want to do like at least a serum and at least a moisturizer. And your best friend, I don't give a fizz-neck what your complexion is, sunblock.
Oh, yeah. I am good about that.
Block.
I don't play with the sun.
Best friend.
Well, you can see, girl, me and the sun do not get along.
I'm trying to tell you.
Like, I burn. I don't even.
I do too.
Yeah.
Insanity. But yeah, sunblock is your best friend. And then, from there, it's really about how you want to build your look. It's just making sure. I always say, like, invest in good products. Shout out Patrick Starr. He is one of my favorite people. I was able to work with him before he even built his One Size Beauty. He did a collection with MAC and everything.
That's him. One Size Beauty is him?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Patrick Starr.
I'm out of touch.
He's the Asian.
I'm familiar with him.
Just an icon. But I knew, he's an ex-MAC employee as well, so like we're very familiar with
the MAC doll.
Yeah. Oh, MAC doll.
MAC doll.
So once Patrick launched Patrick's line, I've just been like, all of it's so good. All of that makeup it's high quality. The color payoff. You can wear it more natural. You could bump it up to be a little more glam.
Love.
Like literally, Patrick. It's all here, honey. One
really?
size. One
beautiful.
Size fits all.
You know what I just got put onto?
What?
The lip stain that you peel off.
Yes.
I
tried it. Do you like that?
So I got it and I was obsessed for like a few days. But now I'm like, girl, I don't have time to do that. Too much effort.
You put it on before you do your skincare.
And also, it's kind of messy.
I can't figure out. Okay, so like
I liked it though.
Okay, like I said, I've been like stalking you because like I'm a YouTuber.
I feel honored.
I love the tube of you. So like I'm constantly on there watching all my people.
Yes.
And I see them constantly pushing products on us, and like I'm the girl that literally buys them.
Same.
I can't find the right color. I got the color that Billie Eilish like made popular. She's not working for me.
Okay.
I'm like, how many of these do I have to frickin' buy before I find the right shade? But I might end up with a whole collection, and then there you have it.
I love the stay power of it, but it's really hard to get perfect, and I don't know. I think you probably could because you got the makeup skills.
You have to be insane to make you need to pull your lip taut and like be very precise with it. Part of me at one point I was like, maybe if I put like lash glue around my lip first to create the shape and then put it and then peel off the lash glue and then let it stay.
How'd that work?
I haven't tried it, but like this is how kooky I am.
That's insanity, and I would never do that.
Yeah, I'm beyond.
I love that though. I wish. See, I think I might be moving into my boyfriend's house, and
yay!
Yay!
Do we like that?
Oh, absolutely! It's super exciting. I think I'm gonna have more time to slow down because I'm like being my career. I just do everything like. What 5, 6, 7, 8 sets?
It's a 5, 6, 7, 8 kickball change, do-si-do, round the mulberry bush. Let's go.
I don't know how to do it other than a 5, 6, 7, 8 set.
Honey.
And so I need to slow down. And
We're a survivor.
Yeah, and, I'm so used to it.
Low.
Right. I need to slow down. And I think living with my boyfriend, it's going to force me to. 31.
Oh no, I'm a ride or die until I start noticing. Okay, so like this last chapter, I've just noticed that I'm I'm a vibesy kind of person. I love to show up for my friends. I'm the kind of girl that wants to plan your birthday. I'm the kind of girl that wants to like surprise you when you're sad. I'm the kind of girl that listens to like how you're talking to me and what you're saying, but what you're not saying, to know if I need to pop up with like a bucket of chicken, some ice cream. Are we having a girly pop night?
Yeah.
Like, I'm showing up I'm a girl's girl for real, not by social media.
No, I admire it. Yeah.
I'm a girl's girl, and I ride for my girls. But when you start playing in my fucking face, I'm not gonna fight with you.
Yeah, of course.
We've spent too much fucking money to be ourselves for me to even play that game.
Yeah.
But when I say the switch goes off, I see dead people.
Right, they're gonna bring the Sacramento out.
No, Sacramento would fight you. The old me would fight you. Once you start,
I've heard this about Sacktown.
Once you lay on the, oh my God.
I've heard a thing or two about Sacramento.
Okay, the Sacramento
dolls.
The Sacramento me was fucking rowdy. Like, I was a rowdy set, girl.
You're like, don't make me take you to Sacramento now.
Oh my God.
We can go.
I don't go there anymore. Like, I'm very much a Beverly Hills doll.
Period.
But, like, I was good for breaking a bottle and going after a bitch's face, but I just can't. Once you start laying on the table and spinning that kind of coin, like, when people start getting violent, I'm literally like, I'm just gonna grab my bag. If you guys want to fight, give me your purse. I'll go get the car, pull it to the front. I'm the exit.
I get it. Cleveland is a very like fightsy place as well. I don't know if that's the right word.
I'm not fighting.
No, me neither. When you have that environment, you learn quickly where that gets people.
I'll run you over.
Right.
I'm good for that.
I'll slash your tires. I'll rop you.
I'm not slashing tires. That's too much risk. I'm castrated, so I have.
So you're a real Virgo. You're like, if I'm gonna get back at you, I'm gonna make sure.
I want you to look in my eyes as I'm running you over.
Oh, I see.
Like, I need you to know.
What's the car? Like, take me there.
Okay, we are well, I mean, honestly, it's probably like okay, so in my full femme queen fantasy, I'm in a Range Rover. Like, period. I am that girl.
What color?
She's white with a peanut butter interior. Yes. Oh my God!
How fast are you driving?
I'm Calabasas. No, if I'm running you over.
Is it giving Caitlyn Jenner? Are you plowing them over?
We're killing bitches.
I love it. Of true Virgo.
Oh my God, we are. Yeah. It's like, foot down, let's go. And if anyone gets hit on the, like, you shouldn't have been, like, your friend got you fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry for that. And I'm also the kind of bitch, if you push me there to the point where if I have to run someone over, I'll also call the cops and say, I just ran someone over.
You're like, look.
And I'm sitting next to your body. And I would be that crazy person that's like on, like, live. I had to run this bitch over because she was trying it. Are you gagging? Tell the people, are you giving, mama? You know?
There's like blood on the car.
Oh my God, totally. A whole moment, bitch, icon.
I love it.
Yeah, I promise.
No, I certainly, I endorse it. And if I was in the jury, I'd be like, not guilty. I don't know.
Of course.
When it comes to female crime,
I'm going to use the gay panic defense.
Love. That. You're like, she didn't tell me she was a man.
I've never seen a gay person in my life.
I had to run her over. That's iconic.
I promise.
I'm waiting. Someone needs to turn that defense around.
I've been trying to tell the dolls, like, when you're dealing with crazy trade, use gay panic.
Does it count? It's like, I'm gay and I'm panicking, so.
Well, you came over here to turn it, and all of a sudden now you're DL. I'm freaking out. And
I guess I have to kill you now.
I thought you were going to kill me first. You're
right.
DL.
I mean, why would
you're not living in your truth?
It's gay panic. That is actually usually what happens anyway. So,
girl,
not to take it there, but
like, no, let's take it there. Yeah. Unfortunately, in my 43 years, I've had to bury too many friends because of the shenanigans.
I'm sorry.
So it's like, there's gonna have to come a time where we're gonna be honest with ourselves about these shenanigans and, you know, be a little bit smarter than the average bear.
Yeah.
And start working things in our favor. They love to work things in their favor in that courtroom.
Mm-hmm.
So, girls,
get you a good lawyer.
Do your work.
Get a good lawyer.
I was on Jerry Springer.
No.
When I was 15.
What?
Okay, so this was right.
Do you have a link to the episode?
No, everything got pulled. So this was okay. My episode was my 15-year-old son wears a dress. I was the most popular kid in school. It was my 9th grade year. I was the most popular kid in school.
Oh my!
And they literally,
while
I was there filming, Sacramento High literally shut down every class. They allowed the show to be shown in the classrooms. I came back an icon. No shade.
They were like, Jerry.
But this was okay. So this is when Jerry was pivoting to a little bit more like insane topics. He wasn't quite at the fighting stage. So it was
best time.
Yeah. Oh my God. I had a really good episode. But the thing is, that was like my beginning intro into reality television, because I saw how they said we need you, your parent that supports you, someone in your community that supports you, but then we also need an opposing opinion. So I brought my 2 cousins that are literally like my good Judies, and I was like, okay, so you guys are gonna argue with me. So we were on there, and when the fights would start, I would step up and be like, no girl, and she'd be like, cause you're a man, and I don't understand cause you're a man. I'd be like, no girl, no. My mom would be like, just let the baby be a baby. It was insane. It was all concocted.
That's amazing. Oh my God, but I love it.
Yeah.
You know what? He gets a bad rep, Jerry Springer, but you have to, like...
Jerry's an icon.
He put the dolls in front of the camera, and that is something
I met Mimi Marks there. At 15, Mimi, if you're watching, she already knows. Every time I see her on my timeline, like, I'm just like, girl, I remember being in the, she had just got finished filming with him for another episode. She was in the dressing room, and here I am, this little 15-year-old punk. And my mom's in there with me, and she literally looks at me and then looks at my mom, and she goes, that's a fetus. And my mom was like, what? She goes, give her hormones. That's a fetus.
Shout out to Mimi Marks. She
knew.
Legend. Oh my God.
I wish I would have listened. I wish I would have listened at that age and just stayed on my journey. I'm sure I would have been the fucking
well, you still
fucking thing, but...
Mimi is an icon.
Oh my living fucking legend.
She inspired me a lot when I started entering the media world, because watching how she handled interviews versus a lot of trans people handling interviews, she never let anyone disrespect her, and that was the shtick. It was like, you're supposed to let them disrespect you because that's what the people want, and she refused always, and I thought that was so
That's why
admirable.
I hated Maury Povich, because it was like, which one is a man? I was like, okay, so we're polarizing the situation.
Yeah.
We just became the punchline.
We all know Maury, we only want to watch the baby daddy drama from Maury anyway. He did that best. He did that right.
I want to know about the loose girl at the party that doesn't know who screwed her.
Literally, yeah.
Am I talking about myself?
I'm right here.
Hold on, are you reading my journal out loud? What just happened?
Literally, Maury had some sickening pregnancy reveal episodes.
You are not the father.
It's like, you are a man.
Absolutely.
I'm not a fucking man.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it all. But yeah, insanity.
That is insanity. I feel like we have a celebrity on the show today.
You're crazy.
I love it.
Oh my God, girl. Y'all are the celebrities. This is so past tense. That's what I'm saying. I've lived so many lives.
She's a legend.
That it's wild. I also worked with Natalie Nunn.
Oh my God.
Remember?
Yes.
Tea Time with Natalie Nunn on Film on TV here in Los Angeles. It was a local LA channel.
Would you ever go on Baddies?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I was going to say.
No.
It's a little too fighty.
I'm not. We already discussed I'm not a violent girl.
Right. She's not going to go to Sacramento for Baddies.
My girl.
Baddies Sacramento, you might show up though.
No, not at all.
They won't do that show because
the kind of reality show is giving it would have to literally be like the Kardashians, where it's like, I was talking to Gracie today and I just don't understand what she's giving. Is what she's giving what needs to be gave? Okay, now on set it's like, what are you giving? And you're like, what are you giving?
I'm just trying to give. And it feels like you're coming at me with that energy of wondering where I'm giving, and I gave.
I just need to know if it's going to be gotten. Are you really going to give?
I gave it already, and I don't know how many times I have to tell you that, but it's not chill.
No. I'm out of here. I don't understand. This is not my vibes, and these drinks aren't organic. Mom, I'm leaving. She's just not giving
just like her.
What needs to be gave, and I need to be what's gotten. So I'm going.
Go. Just go.
And then it goes back to our green screen.
I'm like,
now do your green screen. Do your green screen.
Okay. You guys, I never expected Carlisha to give all of that. Like, I told her I was giving today, and she came through and she gave, and I just thought that was really not chill.
Keeping Up with Carlisha next season.
You know, I could see you on a dating show. I could also wait. Do you remember the trans woman dating show from forever ago? I forget her name, but she had a dating show, and it was like early 2000s. So this is very, very much
Y2K
pertinent.
vibes.
She went on a show with a bunch of men, and they didn't know she was trans.
No.
And there's a show. Drop her in the comments because I know you guys know who I'm talking about.
Scandal.
Yes, that was the premise of the show. And these men at the very end, she told the people, they were all dying to be with her.
They always sensationalize on us
They
on
did,
television.
and it really went. You should look into this because it really went in an interesting direction. And I'm not for sure she's still with us.
Do you remember Jenny Jones?
No.
The Jenny Jones talk show? She tried to it's not a trans person, but she tried to sensationalize a gay man coming on to his straight best friend and embarrass the straight best friend on the show. And literally right after the show, he unalived the gay best friend. And it's like, it's like, it may be great for ratings, but you're playing with people's lives.
Safety, yeah.
Like,
I
that
agree.
is insane.
No, it was a different time for sure.
Oh my God.
But she was
so
beautiful.
I'm sure.
She was beautiful,
Wait.
and they were all living for the doll. I want to know.
Is it, it's not Maria Roman. Shout out Maria Roman.
I can't remember her name. Who's Maria Roman?
She's just another icon baddie that was like a pageant girl. She was one of like the first people on like trans television. It's just so interesting, again, because I've lived so many lives. I've watched us like lay cobblestones so the girls could lay concrete.
Bricks.
And today I'm watching girls run. And it's so, that's why like when I talk about my story, a lot of people are like, wait, when did this happen? I'm like, oh honey, you were knee high to a fucking pig's eye, but just know it happened, and I love to see you in all your glory.
Yeah. No, and I thank you for that. Do you have a message for the younger dolls? Like, tell me, what's something you wish you knew when you were just a young doll?
Absolutely. So my message is take your time. Like, we're not in a rush to be a doll, and I know that for some reason girl world makes us feel like we really need to pop out and like show them what's up, like we are the baddest in the room. But the more time you take, the more you cook, the more you incubate, the more you actually create an authentic version of yourself versus a cookie cutter idea of what trans is supposed to be.
Yeah.
I think it's important to really like learn here and here as you're developing here. I just noticed that there's a lot of like microwave girls, and if you can handle that mentally, get your life.
For y'all who don't know, microwave tranny is a girl who she's done in 30 seconds. Okay,
Honey,
she did it all.
She
quick.
said I'm transitioning. She popped her bone. She laid on a table. By the end of the year is FFS, boob job,
Yes.
bodies, rib cracked, knees done. Like she's just.
Knees done.
But then the thing is this: it's like you have all this done, and you've only lived as that doll for a year.
Yeah.
What that does to your psyche, you don't even know how to
Totally.
navigate that.
Oh.
You need to take the time and cook. You need to go to therapy. You need to really figure out who you are.
Yeah.
So you even know what kind of woman you are. Our fingerprints are different for a reason.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be authentically ourselves.
Agreed.
And I was, like I transitioned on my job, so I was very thankful that I was around so many cis women that just allowed me to figure it out.
Yeah.
That just really like supported me and loved me through it. And
It's great advice. That's really great advice. Slow down in the transition.
take your time.
Rome was not built in a
honey.
day. Moan.
And it doesn't matter, honestly, in the beginning stages of your transition is when the men love you the most, if that's what you're doing.
Oh, yeah.
Honey, and if you're just all about trying to make a coin in this transition, you really don't need any work. Honey, just put on a Party City wig, take your Viagra,
Get your
and
life.
turn it.
Yeah. As I grow, I realize, like, I see and witness and hear stories about girls transitioning for all types of reasons, They tell you, it should be for gender dysphoria, but it's just not realistic. Girls transition for all kinds of reasons, social influence, money, all that. And, as
Those
I
girls
grow,
go crazy.
they do, but as I grow, I kind of feel like the reason they go crazy is because the acceptance isn't where it needs to be. I respect you, dolls. No matter why you're doing this, just know there is no right or wrong reason. You are allowed to exist. I feel like that's something that we don't...
honey, take up space.
Honey, if you want to be, this is the life you want to live, for whatever reason, who are we to judge? You know, I really, like, as I've grown, I've realized, don't pick yourself apart. Don't look in the mirror in this way of like, oh, am I a valid enough trans person? Babe, if you put the fucking wig on and you
don't even have to put a wig on.
Girl, whatever it is.
Just walk in your truth.
Yeah,
figure it out.
Be yourself. Have your own reasons, because everyone's are different, and just sit in that, and you will be. If you can be happy with the reasons you did it, you'll be happy that you did it. Period. You know.
The most important part is to do it for yourself.
100%. Anything. Don't do it for a man. Do it for
the
money.
worst is to do it for a man, because the longer you're in the transition and the longer you're the doll, you start realizing these men will put it in anything.
Yeah.
Did you just... Okay, speaking of put in anything, did you just hear the story about the man that got caught doing super happy adult fun time with a corpse in New York?
No, but I do know that...
They'll put it in anything, honey.
Yeah. If your boyfriend's a coroner, just maybe go visit him at work. You know that they have a real problem with male coroners?
No, they intentionally hire women because of it.
This is a real problem in the world.
It's not always a man, but it's always a man.
It's always a man.
This is why I'm so like I dream of like an intimate opportunity with a man, but I'm also just like, with everything I've been through, I just need girl.
He's coming. He's coming around the bend. He always is.
Listening to the younger dolls that are boy crazy. Like,
yeah, me too.
I think it really blows their brain as they're sitting, and especially like with doing super happy adult fun time as an industry, like they always think that I'm boy crazy. I run such a tight ship. I'm so focused on my craft and just really developing like brilliant product, and the people I'm more focused on is my consumer, not who I'm filming with.
Yeah.
Like my filming partner, he's a total babe, shout out. But my consumer is the most important piece to me. But what I notice is, because of what I do and the level of popularity that I'm gaining, dolls will think that we're gonna go out and we're gonna like we're gonna clip the boys, and I'm like, no, I actually wanted a girls' night. Like I wanted a night where we're like,
that's the worst.
Like, screw the guys, let's get drunk, drink lemon drops, party on tables. Fuck yeah, guys! Like Coyote Ugly.
Yeah.
I don't need a male extra that I'm trying to entertain while I'm hanging out with my girls, but it's always entertaining.
You've been there, done that, and I feel you on that.
Honey.
Girl, we need the girls'
been
nights
around the world,
more.
and I.
Yeah, I feel like people need to know, love men, all that stuff. They will always be there waiting.
I'm trying to tell you, the more again, that's why I said, like, in the transition, like, really work on here and really work on here as you're developing the rest of it, because you'll start realizing that when you're so full of self-love, the kind of man you'll even allow around you, like, if you're not going to honor all of this, beyond this, if you're not going to honor it, you don't deserve it. Yeah. And if you want to just do a sexual situation, I need you to compensate me for it.
Yeah.
Like, and it needs to be top fucking dollar.
More, charge more. Please.
Charge
them all.
Charge the fucking trade, bitch.
Charge them all.
Listen.
I'm about to get a tattoo. Charge them all.
Let's do it together. No
Let's do it, girl. Your tattoos, I would.
Let's do it.
Before we wrap up, I also wanted to say, you are an Atlanta doll.
I'm an Atlanta doll.
Shout out to the Atlanta doll.
Shout out the peaches.
You're the first Atlanta girl I think I've had on the show. So Atlanta representation right here.
I'm a Cali girl, but I brought sand to the peach.
Do they love the Cali girls in Atlanta?
They're a little... Okay, so what's interesting about Atlanta is they're their own kind of Hollywood, but when a Hollywood girl really shows up, all of a sudden now you're persnickety. And I'm not going to change. Right. I am persnickety.
LA gets the worst rep around the world.
Honey, and I don't give a shit.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You could sell me all you want to sell me, but just I need you all to fully fucking understand the rooms that I've been in, the shoulders I fucking rubbed, and what I did to be the doll that I am.
Yeah.
And you can't sell me Hollywood when I'm cut from the fucking cloth.
Period. You are the cloth.
Understand.
I understand. I want to visit Atlanta. That's one place.
Come. You can stay with me.
I will come visit. Because
we will fucking party.
I still haven't gone, and I'm like, my best friend grew up there, and I always hear about it, but
it's an interesting situation. But
I hear a lot of things.
I'm finding my way.
Okay.
I've been there.
Have
2
you
years.
dated in Atlanta?
Okay, so with dating, like because of what I do, I haven't really been open to it because of how I've noticed that in my industry, I tend to get reduced.
Yeah.
Because of what I do. And the reality is, like, when it comes to a man outside of, adult work, I'm really focused on, like, the mental connection and the emotional connection because I'm so, like, lights, camera, action. As soon as I'm on set, I know how to turn it on. I know what to do. I know how to sell it.
Yeah.
And because I film weekly, I'm having a very, like, aggressive experience. But I also know how to disassociate.
Yeah.
Because that's my job.
Perform.
So when I'm dealing with a man, the moment you try to take our interaction to that, now it becomes work. And then if you want to sell me this dream of you, like, you're not out, but you're comfortable, maybe we can go to this side of the city where people don't know you. So now what I'm hearing is you have a secret. And if you have a secret, you're going to have to pay me to keep it.
Yeah.
And if you can't pay me to keep it, get the fuck out of my face and know what.
Yeah.
No, just you talking to me isn't even worth me doing. But I'm totally open to dating. And also, girl, the way I'm such a queer person. Like, I know I look a certain way. I'm such a queer person. Like, I need someone that I could wave my rainbow flag with, that I could show up to queer spaces with.
Oh, those are the ones. Trust me, y'all. Don't fall in
I
love
want to
with
be
the
able
DL
to be like, baby
girl.
sissy, that walk, and
Yeah.
I want him to, like, with the whole situation. Like,
Yeah. I'm the
I've
same
done
way.
too much work to be me. I'm not shrinking
No.
myself.
I love the gays, and I would never.
I love the gays.
Yes, I love the gays.
I love the
and
gays.
the gays love me. Oh, some of them.
That's a song. I love the gays and the gays love me. I love the gays and the gays love me. It's puss talk. It's puss talk.
I love the gays and the gays love me.
And I love the gays and the gay loves me. And
Ow.
it's puss talk.
It's pussy talk.
It's puss talk.
It's pussy talk. I love it.
We just made a whole little situation.
We did. Oh my
Girl, we got a
god.
single.
We have to hit the studio in Atlanta. Wait, do you know T.S. Sexy Kayla Chanel?
That's my doll.
Please. Yes, I love
Is that you
girl.
want that plug?
No, I know her.
Okay.
Well, we never met in person yet.
Oh,
but
you guys need to
we've
meet.
connected online a lot.
She's a doll.
She is. I know. Next time, girl, come to LA and come on my
Kayla.
Kayla.
Well, it's Chanel, but
Yeah, she's a doll. She's been doing big things right now, though.
honey, BET Plus. Give
Yes.
it up for Ballroom on BET Plus. The girls taking up space, entering people's living rooms, and letting you know what it really is
Yeah.
in our community. Shout out Ballroom.
Yes.
Shout out for the culture. We are
Absolutely.
doing it. Continue to be bold,
Twirl.
clipping bitches.
Twirl. 5, 6, 7, 8 sets.
Ballroom, are we giving?
Are we giving? Are we giving at 5, 6, 7, 8 sets? Are we giving? Well, thank you so much, Carlisha.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming.
I appreciate
I'm
this.
so glad we
This is
got to
my
meet.
best part of my trip.
Fun fact: she accidentally showed up yesterday, and we had a little bimbo miscommunication. So this is like,
Yeah.
So I'm so glad you're able to make it.
Thank you for
I
having
love
me.
you.
I love you.
You are
Real
iconic.
shit.
I'm gonna
As
come
are
visit you
you.
in Atlanta. You and Kayla. We're gonna have for Chanel. We're gonna have so much fun.
Let's do
It has
it.
to happen because I still haven't gone.
We'll
like,
pop
the
a
hell.
little fungi.
Yes, I love
And
the
drift.
shrooming. Oh, the shrooming.
Down, daughter,
The shroom.
down.
All right, now one last time. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, wait. Are you rapping right now?
Yeah.
Oh, because I'm gonna we're clipping bitches. I have a gift for you. It's nothing like huge, but I always noticed that one thing I loved about your show
What
was
is
you.
mother giving?
Mother is fucking giving. Mother was raised right. Okay, one thing I noticed is that you always like to gift your people.
Yes.
So I just wanted to come on your show and gift you. And I was raised in a way where like you always bring something into spaces. So it's cutesy,
beautiful.
and I know that you're a stoner pop.
Yes.
So every time you smoke,
Oh my god. Yo, it's a Carlisha lighter.
Carlisha lighter.
I'm never losing this. Oh! You guys, do you sell these?
I thought about it. I want to go to like one of the exhibits, like XBiz or AVN or whatever, and shout out my AVN nomination.
Congratulations!
Thank you so much.
I hope you win. What's the nomination?
No. It was last year. I didn't win.
Oh.
Katie won. Clearly, icon,
Katie.
legend. The Aspen doll. She's now with Evil Angel. Is it Katie?
No, Aubrey.
Aubrey Kate.
Yes, it's legendary. Yeah.
Okay, so there was no way I was gonna win. There was no way I was gonna win. But the thing is this, I was in the same fucking category as that bitch.
Congratulations.
I was in the fucking same category as the Aspen doll.
You deserve
so
it, honey.
that just, it made my life.
Good.
But yeah,
well, I'm so
I
glad
thought about doing it.
I'm so glad that they're giving you your flowers. You're beautiful. You're gonna kill it in the industry. You keep going. Thank you guys.
I wanted to celebrate you.
Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you. Follow me, just Carlisha, on X, and you can follow me on IG at Carlisha_Gizelle with a Z because she's spicy. But yeah, or you could subscribe to the Fans of Only.
Yes.
Queen
And
Yella.
I will leave her information in the bio and click subscribe. And I'll see you guys next week for the final episode of season 2.
Oh my God! I'm second to last.
We're almost the finale.
Oh my God! Bukkake party.
Yes, it's going down.